Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Aquarian Mind podcast. Today's podcast, episode number 81. I'm your host, Jamel Crothers. It's Book Insight Friday, and we're sticking along with the standalone books, so don't worry, I'm not delving into a new series. Today, I'm going to talk about the process of me writing America Under Mind Control. And if you see the book cover, it kind of brings shock value, and it was pretty fun getting someone to make this book cover for me, and I didn't even expect it to come out as great as it did. But man, it made my jaw drop. I was like, wow, it's going to really garner some attention, and it surely has. So anyway, the concept behind me writing America Under My Control was really to enlighten people on how much we are controlled mentally on a daily basis. And what we fail to realize is society programs and trains our minds to act and be a certain way. Now, whether we know it or not, we surely don't take the time to understand the messages being conveyed to us every day. Now, from the moment we are coherent and able to speak as little children, there are messages being told to us. And while we don't realize that as children, as we get older, we should start to grasp the concept that the world does anything and everything to control our minds and keep us separated from each other. Now, let's take the education system, for example, which is something I do delve into toward the end of this book. And the question is do you remember anything that you were taught in school? Besides the basics of learning the alphabet, learning how to write, simple functions of math, how much of what you were taught actually relates to your life and what you are doing as far as a job or a career? Have you thought or ever taken the time to question what you were taught in your history books and science books? Probably not, because you took everything those teachers taught you at face value. Meanwhile, a lot of it was all lies, but at this point, well, how much do you really care? We were taught to be obedient in school, respect authority, don't question what you're being told. Have you ever caught yourself sitting with someone or in a meeting with someone and you have your hands folded most of the time? Yep, that was indoctrinated into your mind. And you subconsciously do it now because you did it so much repetitively in school that, well, it's ingrained into your mind. I mean, look, I'm guilty of it. I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't fold my hands sometimes when I'm sitting somewhere and I'm waiting for something to start. Yeah. So this all works perfectly into corporate America and the environment and where you are to respect authority. Don't challenge the big bosses and do what you're told. America teaches you to go to college, bury yourself in debt, get a plethora of degrees, only to be paying loans back a large percentage of your life. Which makes you what? Well, just an average American citizen. Have you ever noticed that you're not taught the most important aspects of life? Critical thinking, cognitive thinking, challenging yourself and others. The most important things you learn in life, you learn on your own or through others. Opening a bank account, money management, stocks and bonds, buying a car, buying a home, building and growing your own business. Yeah. Imagine if we were taught those things through hands-on experiences in school. But, well, let's look at it like this. You're not going to get taught all this stuff in school. And that's not what the rich and wealthy want you to learn. Take the time to think about that. And imagine how many other things the wealthy people are doing to control your mind. Television, radio, print media. I tackle these things, such as music, radio, television, our shopping habits, print media, gun control, technology, credit cards, gambling, student loans, the food you eat, politics, diseases and medicine, and so many other things. And until we start understanding and realizing the world around us, we will continue to be average. We aren't meant to live a life like that. And if you have an open mind about life in the world, well, I would suggest to take a good look into that book. Somewhere along the lines, I'm going to record the audio version of it. Don't bank on me doing that this year, but I can't promise you when I'll do that. But somewhere along the lines, I know I will do that. Right now, I have 5 audiobooks available, so that's a good thing. But what I will say is America Under Mind Control, delves really deep into a lot of things and a lot of agendas that will make you think, and it may make you uncomfortable. But I do forewarn you early on at the beginning of the book, this stuff is going to make you uncomfortable, and it's not going to be something that is pretty or nice or anything like that. So it's hard hitting, it's gritty. Um, a good amount of people have given me good commentary on it, and then you got the people that don't like it, the random people. But hey, what are you gonna do? Can't make the whole world happy. And some people live a life of cognitive dissonance, and if you don't know what that means, trust me, if you research it, you'll fully understand what the meaning of it really is. And in a nutshell, it's pretty much to say you pretty much just accept things for what they are, and you don't think outside the box, and you really aren't ready to really delve into what's really going on around you. But it was an uncomfortable book for me to write, but I had to do it. And the goal of the book is to make you think. It's not really me and me expressing opinions or anything like that. It really isn't like that. It's really of, why do we all need a bunch of credit cards? Why are we burying ourselves in debt to buy things that we don't need? I talk about how corporate America utilizes us for the holidays, how 1 minute we're sitting at a table with our families being thankful for all these things, and then we're rushing out for the midnight openings of stores to buy materialistic things for other people and for ourselves, to put them in homes for people, to impress people that we really don't like. So you start questioning yourself of, why am I spending all this money? And why am I buying all of these gifts for all of these people who pretty much I don't talk to throughout the year? Things of that nature. So that's just kind of a small portion of kind of what I really delve into. In the beginning of the book, well, it's not something that a lot of people know, but it's an unfortunate truth. That's the best way I'll sum it up. So what I want you guys to understand is I'm writing these books to really get everyone's attention, and to really get you guys to understand that I'm writing these books to really shine light on what's really going on around us. The World in Ruins, that's another book I'll be talking about in the near future, and it really shines light on what's literally going on right now in this world. But America Under Mind Control, if you really immerse yourself into it, you go, wow, okay. And certain things start to make sense. And then the only hope is that, we kind of change our mindsets a little bit. We change our daily habits, and we start to really dig deeper into who we really are. And not just in the physical realm, more of in the spiritual realm. We don't explore ourselves and who we really are on a spiritual level because, well, guess what? We're given all of the distractions to keep us from exploring ourselves from a spiritual level. Meditation, it's a very great thing. Sitting in silence is a very, very, very beneficial thing. Well, at least for me and for plenty of other people. But we don't do that. So that's pretty much the basis of the book. It's really to really get you to realize that westernized culture with social media and all of the things that we are constantly being bombarded with, we need to break ourselves away from it every once in a while and take mental breaks from just the world and just be in the moment. We're always worried about what's next. We're always wondering what's going to happen next. Meanwhile, we're not even embracing what we're living in currently. And we're losing a sense of who we really are as people and as human beings. We're lacking the empathy. We're lacking the full-blown conversations of what these corporations are doing to us and how they have us really brainwashed into thinking that materialism and capitalism are the most wonderful things in the world. And I'm not saying that capitalism is a bad thing. What I'm saying is that certain parts of capitalism are just beyond belief. And I can delve into that more, but I'm trying to be politically correct, and I'm also trying to tell you that I write controversial stuff, and it's going to be imperative down the road. So, my goal is to have at least maybe 4 or 5 books that I've written out of the 60 of my that I have 60 that I plan on writing that have an impact on this world like years down the road. But anyway, enough about that. That's my podcast for today. Hope you guys have a very good and productive weekend. Be good, everyone, and go accomplish your goals.